Top 7 vitamins to strengthen your legs. Imagine waking up in the morning, stepping out of bed, and feeling strong, steady legs ready to carry you through the day. No stiffness, no painful cramps, and no fear of falling. For millions of older adults, staying active and independent comes down to one simple but powerful factor: nutrition. Today we're diving into 7 essential vitamins and minerals that can help transform your leg health, supporting everything from muscle strength and bone density to better circulation. These aren't quick fixes or gimmicks. They're real tools to help you move with confidence. Whether you're strolling through the park, dancing at a wedding, or simply wanting to feel more stable on your feet. Before we jump in, I'd love to know where you're tuning in from today. Drop a comment below and let me know. And if you find this kind of health advice helpful, be sure to hit that subscribe button and turn on notifications so you don't miss a thing from Ageless Nutrition. Let's take this journey together towards stronger legs, greater freedom, and a healthier tomorrow. 1. Vitamin D. Let's start with something many folks don't realize. As we get older, the simple act of moving, standing up from a chair, climbing a few stairs can slowly become more of a challenge. Muscles weaken, bones lose density, and balance starts to waver. But here's the surprising part. One of the biggest culprits behind this decline isn't age alone. It's a lack of vitamin D. Vitamin D does far more than just protect your bones. It helps keep your muscles strong, your balance steady, and your legs working the way they should. But with age, our skin gets less efficient at producing vitamin D from sunlight. And since many older adults spend less time outdoors, the result is a widespread deficiency that quietly weakens leg muscles and raises the risk of dangerous falls. Research has shown time and again, seniors with low vitamin D levels are more likely to experience muscle loss, poor coordination, and instability. Meanwhile, those with healthy levels enjoy stronger, more responsive muscles, and better balance, fewer stumbles, fewer injuries, more confidence. Think of vitamin D as fuel for your legs. It supports the fast-twitch muscle fibers that kick in when you suddenly shift your weight or catch yourself from falling. Without enough of it, those reflexes slow down and the risks go up. What's more, vitamin D helps reduce inflammation in muscle tissues, meaning it can even ease leg pain, stiffness, and those frustrating nighttime cramps. Ignoring a vitamin D deficiency doesn't just leave your legs feeling weaker. It can open the door to brittle bones, cognitive decline, and a weakened immune system. In short, it doesn't just affect how you move, it affects how you live. The good news? Fixing it is easier than you might think. Just 15 to 30 minutes of direct sunlight a few times a week, especially in the morning or late afternoon, can help. Add vitamin D-rich foods like salmon, fortified milk, egg yolks, and mushrooms to your meals. And if you don't get out much or have low levels, talk to your doctor about supplements. Most experts recommend 800 to 1,000 IU daily, and a simple blood test can show where you stand. Because here's the truth. Strong, steady legs don't just help you walk, they help you stay independent, safe, and vibrant for years to come. 2. Calcium. You know how they say, you're only as strong as your foundation? Well, for your body, that foundation is your bones. And as we get older, those bones start to lose more than just strength. They lose density. That makes them easier to break, especially in the legs and hips where even a small stumble can turn into months of recovery. Or worse, losing your ability to walk without help. What's tricky is that most folks think of calcium only in terms of bone health, but that's just part of the story. Calcium is also what helps your muscles contract properly every step you take. Every time you rise from a chair, your muscles rely on calcium to fire smoothly and on cue. Without enough of it, things don't run as smoothly. You may feel weak, off balance, or experience leg cramps that seem to come out of nowhere. And when calcium runs low, your body doesn't always warn you loudly, it just quietly starts stealing it from your bones. So how do you make sure you're getting enough? Yes, dairy is great, milk, yogurt, cheese. But it's not the only way. Leafy greens like kale and bok choy, almonds, tofu, even sardines and fortified plant-based milks are excellent sources. The key is variety, different foods, different forms, all working to keep your bones solid. Now let's be honest. Food alone isn't always enough, especially for those with digestive issues, food restrictions, or lower absorption with age. That's where some supplements can really help. But here's the catch: more doesn't mean better. Taking too much calcium, particularly in pill form, can lead to problems like kidney stones or calcium buildup in your arteries. That's why most experts recommend aiming for 1,000 to 1,200 milligrams per day, ideally from a mix of food and supplements, always under your doctor's guidance. And there's one more piece to the puzzle: movement. Without regular exercise, even the best calcium intake won't do much. Weight-bearing activities like walking, light strength training, or gentle hikes actually tell your body to push calcium into your bones where it belongs. The takeaway? Calcium isn't just about preventing fractures. It's about holding on to your freedom. The freedom to move, to stay active, to keep doing the things you love. Strong bones, responsive muscles. One silent mineral doing some seriously heavy lifting. 3. Vitamin B12. Most people talk about calcium and protein when it comes to strong legs. But here's what often gets missed: your nerves need nutrition too. And one of the most important vitamins for keeping your legs strong, steady, and responsive is vitamin B12. B12 plays a key role in neuromuscular function. It helps keep your nerves healthy so the signals traveling from your spine to your legs arrive quickly and clearly. When those signals get fuzzy because you're low on B12, your muscles may not get the message. That can lead to weak, heavy-feeling legs, poor coordination, or even that strange tingling or numbness you can't quite explain. The tricky part? B12 deficiency is shockingly common in older adults and often flies under the radar. As we age, our bodies become less efficient at absorbing this nutrient. Why? Because proper absorption requires both strong stomach acid and a special protein, both of which tend to decline over time. Add in acid-reducing meds, digestive issues, or a diet low in animal products, and it's easy to see how things can spiral. Unfortunately, the impact goes far beyond tired legs. If left untreated, low B12 can lead to nerve damage that affects balance, walking ability, and reflexes. Many older adults chalk up these changes to just aging, when in fact they're warning signs of something fixable. Here's the good news. Restoring B12 levels can dramatically improve mobility, leg strength, and energy. Studies have shown that older adults who correct a B12 deficiency often regain coordination and stability, some even report fewer falls and greater confidence when walking. So where does B12 come from? Primarily from animal-based foods, lean meats, fish, eggs, dairy, and especially clams and liver. If you follow a plant-based diet, don't worry. There are fortified cereals and plant milks, as well as high-quality supplements. In fact, B12 is one of the safest vitamins to supplement, because any excess is simply flushed out. Many seniors benefit from a higher daily dose, or even periodic B12 injections, especially if absorption is an issue. A simple blood test can check your levels, and your doctor can help you find the right path forward. Here's what it all boils down to. Strong legs aren't just about muscle, they're about communication. And if your nervous system isn't firing properly, your legs can't respond the way they should. That's why maintaining healthy B12 levels is one of the most overlooked but most powerful ways to protect your mobility and independence as you age. 4. Magnesium. You know that tight, cramping feeling in your legs that wakes you up at 2 a.m., or the way your calves sometimes feel like they've seized up after a short walk? That might not just be fatigue. It could be your body quietly asking for more magnesium. Magnesium works behind the scenes, making sure your muscles contract and relax the way they're supposed to. It's the mineral that keeps your legs from locking up, your movements smooth, and your energy from dipping too soon. When magnesium levels drop, which happens more often as we age, your muscles don't get the right signals. That's when the cramps, stiffness, and that tired, heavy leg feeling can kick in. Many older adults experience what's known as restless leg syndrome, or frequent nighttime cramps, painful spasms that interrupt sleep and make recovery harder. It's frustrating, yes, but more importantly, it's often preventable. Magnesium helps calm overactive nerve signals, easing those spasms and making it easier for muscles to let go when they need to. But magnesium doesn't stop at muscle health. It also plays a big role in supporting strong bones and flexible joints. Even if you're getting enough calcium, your body can't put it to work without adequate magnesium. Think of it as the traffic director guiding calcium to the bones instead of letting it pile up in soft tissues where it can cause stiffness or joint pain. Here's something surprising. Studies show that older adults with higher magnesium intake tend to have stronger bones and a lower risk of fractures. Yet magnesium is one of the most commonly overlooked deficiencies, in part because stress, medications, and poor diet can all deplete it. Diuretics, acid reducers, and some blood pressure meds are known culprits. So, if you've noticed yourself tiring quicker on stairs, walking shorter distances, or feeling stiff after minimal activity, it may not be just aging. It could be your body running low on the fuel it needs to move freely. The good news? Magnesium is found in many delicious foods. Leafy greens, almonds, pumpkin seeds, black beans, avocados. These are nature's magnesium powerhouses. Still, for many people, diet alone isn't enough. That's where magnesium supplements, especially forms like citrate or glycinate, can help restore levels gently and effectively. And the difference can be felt quickly. People who once felt sluggish start moving with renewed lightness. Nighttime cramps ease. Sleep improves. Even balance and coordination begin to sharpen, thanks to magnesium's role in nerve-muscle communication. In short, if you want your legs to feel lighter, your steps more stable, and your recovery faster, magnesium might just be your missing link. 5. Potassium. Ever wake up, swing your legs out of bed, and boom, your calf seizes up in a cramp? If that sounds familiar, you're not alone. For many adults over 60, muscle cramps, especially in the legs, are an early warning sign that your body's running low on potassium. Potassium is like your body's internal traffic controller. It helps regulate the flow of fluids in and out of muscle cells, and when that system goes off track, muscles start firing the wrong way, tensing up suddenly and painfully. For older adults, especially those with reduced circulation or less muscle mass, these cramps can go from annoying to downright disabling. But cramps are just the beginning. Ever felt your legs trembling after standing for a while? Or noticed stiffness creeping during a walk? That's not always just getting older. Low potassium disrupts the signals between your nerves and muscles, making movements shaky and unstable, and that increases the risk of dangerous falls. And for anyone over 60, avoiding a fall can mean the difference between staying independent or not. Surprisingly, potassium also helps protect your bones. It works behind the scenes to reduce acid buildup in the body, which can erode bone density. In fact, research shows that a potassium-rich diet can slow bone loss and lower the risk of osteoporosis, keeping your legs structurally strong, not just muscularly. So the big question is, how do you get more potassium? Most folks immediately think of banana sand. While they're a good source, they're just the tip of the iceberg. Sweet potatoes, avocados, spinach, beans, orange 7, a baked potato with the skin on can pack more potassium than a banana. The key? Variety. Mix and match these foods into your meals to keep your levels steady and your legs happy. Now, for some people, diet alone might not cut it, especially if there are absorption issues or underlying health conditions. Supplements can help, but only under medical guidance. That's especially important for anyone managing kidney disease or high blood pressure, where potassium levels can be tricky to balance. The general recommendation, about 2,600 milligrams a day for women and 3,400 milligrams for men, which is often achievable through a well-rounded diet rich in fruits, veggies, and legumes. Bottom line, potassium isn't just a nice to have. It's a must-have for strong, steady leg sand, for the confidence to move through life without fear of falling. 6. Vitamin K. When most people think about building stronger bones, they usually stop at calcium and vitamin D. But there's one unsung hero working quietly in the background, vitamin K. And without it, those other nutrients can't do their job the right way. Think of vitamin K as a kind of traffic cop in your body. It directs calcium to where it belongs, into your bones, not your arteries or soft tissue. Without that guidance, calcium can settle in the wrong places, leading to stiff joints, poor circulation, and even heart problems. For older adults, this balancing act becomes even more important. Studies have shown that people with higher vitamin K intake tend to have denser bones and fewer fractures. That's because vitamin K activates a special protein called osteocalcin, which helps bind calcium into the bone matrix, making bones tougher, more resilient, and better able to withstand a fall. But here's what many folks miss. Vitamin K isn't just about bones. It's also essential for joint health and muscle coordination. It helps reduce inflammation in the knees and hips, slows down the progression of arthritis, and eases that stiff feeling you get after sitting too long. If your knees ache when you move, or you feel like your legs don't cooperate the way they used to, this could be the missing piece. Research now points to another benefit: better muscle control and balance. Vitamin K helps regulate calcium inside muscle cells, making sure your legs respond properly when you shift, turn, or catch yourself from stumbling. That means fewer missteps and a lower risk of falls. So where can you get it? Vitamin K1 is found in leafy greens like spinach, kale, collard greens, and Brussels sprouts. Just adding a handful to your salad or a scoop into your smoothie can make a big difference. Then there's vitamin K2, a powerful form found in fermented foods like natto, aged cheeses, egg yolks, and organ meats like liver. K2 stays active in your body longer and plays an even bigger role in directing calcium into your bones. If you have trouble getting enough from food, especially due to digestive issues, or long-term antibiotic supplements might be an option. But there's a word of caution. If you're taking blood thinners like warfarin, you should always talk to your doctor before increasing vitamin K, since it directly affects clotting. Bottom line, vitamin K helps your bones, your joints, and your muscles work in harmony. And when they're all in sync, your legs feel stronger, more stable, and you feel more like yourself again. 7. Vitamin B6. You've probably heard of vitamin B6, but did you know it could be the missing piece when your legs feel weak, unsteady, or unusually tired? Vitamin B6, also known as pyridoxine, does a whole lot more than people think. It plays a key role in nerve health, muscle repair, and how efficiently your body uses protein to build and maintain strength. Without enough B6, even healthy muscles can start to feel sluggish, and everyday actions like climbing stairs or getting out of a chair can feel like a real effort. One of B6's most overlooked roles is in nerve signaling and coordination. When B6 levels drop, those electrical messages between your brain and muscles can slow down or misfire. That's when you might feel tingling, numbness, or even that off-balance feeling that's hard to explain. Many older adults assume these are just signs of aging, when in fact, they may be signs your nervous system needs more support. B6 also helps regulate inflammation in your muscles. So, if you've been dealing with stiffness that just won't go away, or if it takes longer than usual to bounce back after physical activity, B6 might be what your body is craving. And there's more. Vitamin B6 is essential for producing red blood cells, the ones that carry your muscles. Without enough oxygen, your muscles can't keep up, and that leads to early fatigue, heaviness, and a noticeable drop in endurance. So where can you get it? Fortunately, B6 is found in plenty of everyday foods. Chicken, salmon, tuna, bananas, potatoes, chickpeas, and fortified cereals are all excellent sources. Working these into your meals can help naturally boost your levels and keep your nervous system and muscles running smoothly. For some folks, especially those with digestive issues or dietary restriction, supplements may be helpful. The recommended daily amount is about 1.5 milligrams for women and 1.7 milligrams for men, though your doctor can help personalize your needs. Just one word of caution. While B6 from food is very safe, high-dose supplements taken over time can, in rare cases, affect the nerves. That's why it's always best to aim for balance through nutrition first and supplement only when needed. Because at the end of the day, strong legs don't just depend on muscles, they depend on how well your body powers, repairs, and communicates with them. And vitamin B6 helps make sure all of that works the way it should. If you found this video helpful, please give it a thumbs up. It really helps us keep bringing you more health tips you can trust. Drop a comment below and let us know your thoughts, your questions, or what topic you'd love to see next. We genuinely enjoy hearing from you. And of course, don't forget to hit that subscribe button and turn on notifications so you never miss a single update from our health community. Stay informed, stay healthy, and we'll see you in the next video.